wildest thing you've seen a parent allow? I used to think people exaggerated stories about that one family on flights. Then I ended up sitting behind one. I'd boarded early because I had a tight connection after landing, so I'd paid extra for an aisle seat near the front. I wanted to get off the plane quickly, answer a few work emails, and maybe even nap for an hour. A few minutes before takeoff, a woman climbed aboard with her daughter, who looked about 7. The little girl wasn't loud at first. She was curious. She immediately started opening and closing the tray table, kicking the seat in front of her, and asking questions every 5 seconds. Mom, what's this? Mom, can I push this button? Mom, can I stand up? Her mother barely glanced up from her phone. Do whatever. I figured she was tired. Maybe she'd step in if things got worse. She didn't. The girl noticed the elderly man sitting across the aisle had a bag of pretzels. She walked over, reached into his bag without asking, grabbed a handful and walked back smiling. The poor man just looked stunned. Her mom laughed. She's so friendly. Friendly? She literally stole someone's snack. A flight attendant politely reminded the little girl to stay in her seat for takeoff. The second the attendant walked away, the girl stood back up. Her mom didn't even look. About 20 minutes into the flight, the kid discovered the call button. She pressed it. A flight attendant came. What can I help you with? The girl giggled. Nothing. The attendant smiled politely and left. 30 seconds later, ding, she pressed it again and again and again. By the 6th time people around us were starting to sigh, the attendant finally asked the mother if she could please stop her daughter from using the button. Without looking up, she shrugged. She's just playing. The attendant replied, ma'am, this button is for passengers who actually need assistance. The mom rolled her eyes. She's a child. Like that magically excused everything. About halfway through the flight, the little girl started wandering through the aisle. She stopped next to a businessman who was working on a laptop. Before anyone could react, she slammed the lid shut. Hard. The man jumped. What are you doing? She just laughed. Her mother called from 3 rows back. Sweetie, don't bother people. That was it. No apology. No consequences. The businessman reopened his laptop, only to realize she'd somehow pulled one of the cables loose. He quietly shook his head. I honestly couldn't believe what I was watching. Then came the moment that changed everyone's mood. The drink cart rolled down the aisle. The flight attendant handed the mother a coffee. The little girl reached over, grabbed the stir stick, and started splashing coffee around with it like she was mixing paint. Tiny drops landed on my sleeve, then on the passenger beside me. The mother finally looked up. Instead of stopping her daughter, she smiled. See? She loves pretending she's a scientist. A woman across the aisle finally spoke up. No, she's making a mess. The mom instantly got defensive. Why is everyone attacking my child? Nobody answered, because nobody was attacking her. We were just tired. A few minutes later, turbulence hit. The seatbelt sign came on. Everyone buckled up, except the little girl. She slipped into the aisle and started spinning around while the plane bounced. A flight attendant rushed over. Sweetheart, you have to sit down right now. The mother sighed dramatically. She's fine. The attendant's voice became much firmer. No ma'am, she isn't. She helped the child back into her seat and looked directly at the mother. If she gets up again during turbulence, we'll have to document this. The mother muttered something under her breath but finally put her phone away for exactly 2 minutes. Then she went right back to scrolling. The girl stood up again. This time she opened the overhead bin directly above their row. Before anyone could stop her, a heavy backpack slid out and landed in the aisle with a loud thud. Thankfully, nobody was standing there. The entire cabin went silent. The captain must have been informed because another crew member appeared almost immediately. The lead flight attendant calmly told the mother they would be relocating her and that airport staff would be meeting the aircraft after landing. The mom exploded. This is discrimination. She's only a kid. The older man across the aisle quietly replied, no, she's a kid. You're the adult. Nobody disagreed. When we landed, airport security was already waiting at the gate. As everyone stood to leave, the little girl asked, Mom, am I in trouble? Her mother smiled. No, honey. Everyone else is just mean. That little girl left the plane thinking an entire cabin of strangers was the problem.